Hey everyone, Neil here. I just thought I'd bring this to your attention. There is a very, very good article on The Athletic. Now, The Athletic, if you're not aware, it is a company that is filled with amazing sports writers. It's not free, you have to pay for it. But if you want quality sports reporting with amazing inside stories, get the scoop on things before anyone else. This is not a sponsored video. It's just I really genuinely like The Athletic. You should join and you should pay per month. And it's usually $9.99 per month. It's actually only $1.25 per month for the next 12 months. Like I said, not a promotional video. I'm not affiliated with them at all. It's just credit. They deserve a lot of credit, and I wanted to get their name out there. Not that they need my help; they're everywhere. But I'm going to talk about an article that was released recently by them, and I thought we could have a little bit of a conversation down in the comment section because it's it's a ranking, and you guys know what I'm like with rankings. So I think some of these rankings or ranking positions are a little controversial. So I don't agree with some of them, but I do agree with a lot of them. And let's go through this and let's discuss this. I'm not going to give you the full ranking of the 31 teams. I'm only going to give you the top 10. If you want to see the full ranking, you have to go and pay to see the article. But not only do you get to see the ranking, but you get to click on the team or whatever team you're interested in, and then there's an entire other article within that specific team ranking the individual talent all the way down the talent pool. There's so much work that's gone into this. It's worth. $1.25 gets you this article and every single other article on the site, but this article, I pay $15 for this article. It's very well written, even though I don't agree with some of it. But I'm gonna read you basically the intro to this. So, and this was done by Corey Pronman, by the way. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but anyways, he says this. This year's organizational ranking will be different than the previous years. First, it is occurring before the NHL draft and not after, although I will make an updated version following the draft. So obviously COVID has complicated things, and he's had to adjust his rules and whatever regulations to how he does this. But here are some information behind that. Second, this year's version will have full evaluations with tool grades of all players in all organizations who are 22 years or younger, 22 years old or younger as of September 15th, 2020, regardless of how many NHL games they've played, to go along with the rest of the players in the pipeline. It will not include skaters older than 22 as of September 15th, 2020, who have played 25 NHL games in a season or 50 career games, goalies with 10 games in a season or 25 in a career, nor any player age 26 or older as of September 15th, 2020. Thus, all players from the 2016 to 2019 NHL drafts who were first year eligible at their draft are incorporated into this year's organizational rankings. So this is about, it's called 2020-2021 NHL organizational rankings, but it's about this ranking is about the organizational young talent. So it's not about Sidney Crosby, it's not about Carey Price, it's about young organizational talent. So the article goes on. I'm not going to spoil it. If you want to see it, like I said, go pay and see it. But I'll go down to the rankings. I'm going to read the top 10. And here's where we can have a little bit of a discussion in the comments. And I'll give you some thoughts as I go through this. So number 1, Corey put the New York Rangers. I actually agree. I don't know if I put them first, but they're 100% in the top 3. So I really have no issue with him putting them in first. Second is the New Jersey Devils. I do have issue with this. I do not see the New Jersey Devils being a second place organizational young talent team. I don't even think they're in the top 5 for me. I probably put them maybe 8 to 10 personally. So I strongly disagree with that one. 3, the Vancouver Canucks. Absolutely agree with that one. I think that's spot on. Maybe even I'd move them up to second possibly. 4 is the Toronto Maple Leafs. I actually disagree with this one. Most of their organizational talent is already... I guess those players are still in the bubble and have his rules, so I guess it kind of makes sense, but I think there's question marks in Toronto with potential people moving, so his list may adjust after free agency and the draft. Like he said, he's going to update this list, but there are definitely some question marks on maybe who could be going in Toronto. I've heard Nylander rumors, I've heard all kinds of rumors, so I guess I'll just leave that one as it is. The Buffalo Sabres are in 5th. They do have quite a bit of talent in the organization. So I definitely top 10. I would say even maybe top 7. I agree with. I don't know if they're with their top 5, but they've got Dahlin and Cousins and Yokiharu, Metalstat. Who else is on here? Thompson. I mean, they've got some strong talent. I just don't know if they're fifth, but top 10 for sure, probably top 7. Number 6, the Carolina Hurricanes. I do agree with this. I think this is probably a spot on ranking here. Number 7, the Ottawa Senators. I actually do agree with this one as well. They have some incredible young talent in that organization. Brady Tkachuk. I mean, I could go on and list the names. So I'm okay with them there. I might even actually move them up a little bit. The future, although Ottawa has gone through drama after drama after drama in the past 5 years with Melnick and whatever, they do have a bright future, and they've actually made some pretty incredibly smart moves in the past 2.5 to 3 years, player-wise and with lateral movements and bringing in picks and all that stuff. So I do agree with this one. Number 8, the Colorado Avalanche. I agree with this one as well. Maybe not as high, maybe 10 instead of 8, but I'll accept it. Number 9, my favorite team, the Montreal Canadiens. I actually thought they'd be a little bit higher, and I whenever I'm disappointed about Montreal, maybe not like losing a trade or something like that, but when I see them lower than they should be, I think, okay, am I being biased? I need to stay objective. So objectively, are they 9th? It's kind of how I have to handle things now, because I don't want to be perceived as being biased or, playing for the home team or whatever. But I genuinely do believe that Montreal Canadiens should be higher in this list, probably like 6th or 7th. I think 9's a little bit low for them. They have so much talent coming up. Suzuki, Fleury, Caden Primieux, who else? I guess Mete's still on that list technically. Cole Caulfield. I mean, there's a ton. Romanov. There's a lot of names, a lot of young talent from Montreal. They're going to be a very strong team. I think 9 is too low. Number 10, the Philadelphia Flyers. I do agree with this one to an extent. I don't know if I put them 10th, but definitely top in the top 15. They've got some, obviously, Hart is number 1. But yeah, so a little bit of disagreement with these, but mostly agreement. I think Corey did a pretty good job here. I'm not going to read you the rest. If you want to see where your team lies, if I haven't read your team, please go check it out. I will link down below in the description a link to The Athletic and this article specifically. And like I said, it's only $1.25. That's less than a coffee, and that's per month. So you have not only to get this article, you get all of the articles. So I just wanted to promote The Athletic. They do a really, really good job over there. 100% worth the money, and you should be subscribed because they're awesome. So I'm just curious, what do you disagree or agree with those top 10? You heard my opinions a little bit. I do have some more, but I'll save them for the comment section. I'd like to hear you guys' opinions so I can reply and just talk back and forth and see what we can come up with for some rankings. So thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys having an awesome day. Would love it if you could hit the subscribe button down below so we can talk more hockey in the future, and I will catch you in the next one. Adios.